And... alrighty. Things are thinging. Time to do our double checking. Alright. Do that. Double check here. Good here. Yay. Great. Things are working. I like when things work. Oh no, Discord's updating. I can't send a message if you're updating, Discord. Alrighty. There we go. Alright. You know, as usual, before I proceed to the game, I'm curious, what are the next 5 songs? Let's see if they would have been better. That one would have been pretty good. That one also would have been good. Damn it. A bit too, action-y and final bossy for how my head feels. Oh, this one would have been fucking fantastic. Now I'm upset. Damn it. And last one. Oh, god damn it! These all would have been fucking perfect! Fuck you, Shuffle! Oh well. Boop. Let's duel some masters. Close those. I think I actually have to go over here, because I gotta... Actually, no, wait. I'm pretty sure I tested this. I test things. We gotta go over here. I said over here! There we go. There we go. Now we gotta fix the volume. There we go! Yeah, I did test it. Yay. I like pre-planning and preparing for my own ineptitudes in the future. Makes me seem less inept. Let me go over here in this corner now. And, before we talk about replays, let's, of course, watch some Duel Life. It's even kind of crazy-ass duel we end up getting first. Alrighty, we got White Forest with the Toy Box engine. Up against Fire King Snake Eyes. Okay, this will be neat. Let me drag that over there. There we go. Yeah. You know, I don't have the Toy Box engine, so when I got all my White Forest stuff, I mixed it with Centurion, but I probably would have done that anyway, because Centurion is like my favorite deck, so... Yeah, we're going off with the standard Fire King deck here. Fire King deck. Fire King plays. My head hurts. I woke up like 30 minutes ago. More than that. Like an hour ago. I took a shower. And I got ready for stream. And my head still hurts. That's never good. Alright, so here comes Prom Princess. Artavata's back on board. Did they not have done more? Hold on, wait. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, wait a minute, hold on. Wait, like, am I misremembering the Fire King board right now? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wait, not okay. Wait, hold on. Is that it? What are we doing? Alright, imperming a Stellar. We're gonna droplet a Stellar so she doesn't get impermed. That's interesting. Is that gonna work? That might work, because she was still targeted, but she's not on board. Okay, it worked. Alright, and we get a Primera. And of course, the Toy Soldier got sent, so now the Toy Soldier is going to do stuff. But Prom Princess is going to blow up the baby and Primera, and can't save her from that one. That was very neat. Bam. You still get stand up, so we can still do stuff here. we have our toy box. Toy box activates. Toy box activates. Bam. There's our tank. There's our next soldier. Switch them around. Use LZ. Get ashed. Okay, well, you'd rather ash on the LZ than anything else, I suppose. Yeah, we still sent our things, so now we can do some stuff. I gotta get more used to this deck. The Stellar stuff. The White Forest stuff. My brain. Alright. There's Kirin. Boom. Now what are we blowing up? Blowing up another Kirin. Putting Arvata on board. Blowing up the trap. I forget what the trap was called. I think it's Woes of White Forest or something like that. Going to Artemis. Artemis, take these two. Going to SP. Yep. So let's see. So we SP. And we get Arvata'd. But we use SP's effect to banish herself, which prevents her from getting targeted by the Arvata unless her effect carry out. No, it doesn't. That's okay. Sure. You know what? Okay. I guess because it doesn't target on the field, it just targets. So she was already targeted, so now she's gone. That's good to know, actually. But yeah, we still had stand up, so we could still do this. Typhon? Yep. And we detach. Send Arvata back. These two come back. That's weird to me, like, the way the toy box engine looks to me, it, like, is only already useful in, like, a handful of specific decks, but to me it just seemed like a kind of win more strategy when it works, because it's, like, never something you want to open with. Alright, so Soldier and Tank are on board. Prom Princess is going to blow up Typhon, and the baby will get Sylvie. Reminds me, I pointed out the other day a while ago, I think to my brother, how judgmental the bottom wolf is. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry. Stop staring at me like that. Alright, bam! Yeah, this is looking like a wash, unfortunately. The hell's that? Phoenix? I mean, you're gonna win anyway, but like... That will never not be confusing me. Like, the first sentence of Stand Up Centurion is, this card can't be destroyed if you control the Centurion. Like, hold on. We're fine. Bam. Yeah, it is the first sentence. Listen, I know reading is hard, but, like, I could get if you, like, get lost, like, here and then forget stuff, but it's the literal first sentence. It still won, but, like, that was silly. Anyway, enough yapping about other people's replays. Let's talk about my replays. We have 12 out of 14, mostly because my head's exploding, and, you know, we have a couple of, quite a wide range here. I like that you get to see the like, deck preview. Fun stuff and junk and stuff, and so let's go through and talk about these replays. I don't remember much of these except for like the most recent two. So let's check out this duel against I can't speak moon language. I'm sorry. I can only speak American. Alright, I went first, and I have Pendulum Magicians, and I don't really have great cards, so we're going to Skull Bat. We get Wisdom Eye, and I now have better cards. So, Wisdom Eye there, Sorcerer there, Wisdom Eye pop himself, here comes Double Iris. Let's Pendulum Summon, what do we get? Put down Wisdom Eye and the Sorcerer. We use the Sorcerer to blow up Iris. We grab Celestial, so we'll use that to grab Star Pendulum Graph. Place it down. Take these two. Make Electromite. Yes, we do. Use Star Pendulum Graph and use Electromite. Electromite sends over Astrograph. I still do not have the new Pendulum Magician cards, so I'm stuck using these. But they work, so get another double Iris for next turn. Get a draw here. Blow up that double Iris so I can get Time Pendulum Graph. And then, of course, Astrograph summons himself. Bam. Get a search. Grab another Wisdom Eye from that search. Double Iris grabs Time. Place down Wisdom Eye. Blow it up. I think I put down Harmonizing. Yeah. Make IP with those two. And then make Avermax with those two. Ah! Here we go. Alright, so this is a pretty, or at least my standard board for this, so I think we're doing pretty good here. Avermax with IP is undestroyable and non-targeting, so you need to use non-targeting removal to get rid of them, which is very tricky. I always like using Harmonizing when I don't need any more double Irises for the attack boost. I used both of my double, or not both, all three of my double, or not all three, there is three now. I used both of them to get the cards I wanted. I don't need them anymore. That's what I mean. And we got Skullcabat for a search next turn. My scales are set up. And what are we going against? Light Sword. Okay. So let's activate Time here. And I think I remember what happened this duel. Okay, so as useful as the protection effects of Star and Time Pendulum Graph are, they don't work on Avermax because Avermax is a Cyberse. So he can still be affected by spells and traps. Or not targeted, but you know, he ain't protected. So if theoretically they had a non-targeting trap to get rid of him, or non-targeting spell to get rid of him, they could. Like in Labyrinth, they can use the Daruma Cannon to get rid of him, which is fucking annoying, and I hate it every single time it happens. But I also just hate Labyrinth, so there's that. Alright, so JD is on the board. He's going to try and blow up. I'm going to say no. Because I want all my other stuff on the board. It's the good stuff. Lumina is going to bring out Garoth. They're going to take all three of these guys. And I think take out Curious? Yeah, Curious. But side note, bro, this is fucking fantastic artwork. I love the design of this card. Curious looks awesome. Yeah, Curious is going to send. Garoth is going to activate. Curious is going to activate. Going to mill more. Mill the Wolf, that's pretty good. Garoth is going to activate. Wolf summons himself. Fella summons herself. Alright, so now what? Take those two. Make Minerva. So Minerva, we're going to send. Garoth is going to activate again. Fellis is going to activate again. Waste is going to activate. Going to send more. We're going to banish that. Send another baby dragon. Activating even more times. How much more can you mill, good sir or madam? Bam. Take those four. 1, 2, 3. Make Appaloosa. I'm just gonna blow her up. Alright, now what? Grab Judgment. Do you know who I am? They call me Judgment Boy. Anyway, he blows up my board, unfortunately. I liked all my stuff back there, you meanie. Get Baby back on board to send Wolf. Wolf comes back. Now what? We take these two. Like, where are we going with this? Make Lena. Which, side note. Make Lena to make SP. Okay, well, before I ruin his day, bro, something about Lena's smile is, like, funny to me, and I'm not sure how to describe it. You know what it is? I think it's, like, extra toothy. She has a very toothy smile, and it bothers me. Anyway. So yeah, we made SP. If I remember correctly, did he just, yeah, he just used the dragon and wolf to make SP. So SP's on board. We're gonna send the wolf. Wolf is on board. Bam. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure in the middle of that, he realized he couldn't target Avra Max with SP's effect to banish him into the monster. And I think he just gave up. Because he just... Bro built his entire deck to accomplish nothing. Which is rather impressive. Alright. Next duel, we have... Going up against Zero. Why did I save this? One turn. Went first. What's happening here? Alright, Shifter, Jowgen, Compulse, and Double Storming. That's certainly a set of cards. Let's see, a Shifter. And they surrender. Oh, I think I remember this. That's why. If I recall correctly, I'm almost certain that this was an FTK bot. Yep. Yep, that's why. Okay. I think I just saved that just to show friends and I never re-deleted it. I'm a silly person. Anyway, the festival. This was... What was this festival? This was a festival. It happened and... I don't remember what festival it was. But I used Blue Eyes. I wish they would tell you what the festival was. Let's see here. Okay, so this had to have been the XC Link Festival. And I went with Blue Eyes and just go with rank 8s. Going up against Raid Raptor, which is not great. That is something I do not want. They are... Because now I basically... Dude, this deck, I used this deck for a bit, and, like, I don't like XC's decks as much as other decks I noticed. My favorite extra deck style is Synchro, and I just haven't enjoyed any of the XC's decks I've used. I didn't really like Purely. I didn't really like, Utopia. I didn't like Raid Raptor. I enjoyed it a decent bit, but, like, then I just, like, started to not enjoy it more. And I'm trying Madolce right now. Let's see if I enjoy that one more than any of the other ones. I don't know what it is. I just don't like Xyz. But part of me kind of wants to try Sharks. I'm not sure why. I can't answer that question. I'm curious. Is there really any other... Let's see, Xyz based decks I could try. I guess there was Sprite, but, like, Sprite has, like, 2 everything, so I didn't really count that. Just Gimmick Puppet, but I'm not using an FTK deck. That's dumb. It's dumb and boring. I'm building Kashtira. I'm curious if Kashtira, I'll enjoy that. And if anything, I guess I could mix it with other things. Kashtira has decent, like, splashability into other things. Yeah, I just don't like Xyz decks. I don't know. I need to try them more. Back to Adventure. But yeah, unfortunately, I cannot stop this Raid Raptor combo at all. They're just gonna go. Like, they're gonna go, and I can't stop it. There's Brave Strix. There's Arsenal Falcon. Yeah, again, I am stuck here. I can't really... I'm just gonna... You know what? No, I'm not gonna accelerate. We're gonna let him go through. We're gonna let him cook. So let's see. What do I have in my hand? I have Nebula Dragon, Dark Hole, Regeki, Harpies, and Trade In. So my brain immediately goes to trade in the Nebula, hope for the best. Let's see how that pans out. Because, yeah, he's going to be able to fully establish his board here. There's Ultimate Falcon. There's Rank Up Soul. Strangle Lanius and Tribute Lanius. He's not tributing the Tribute Lanius! Into Raiders Night. Activate Magic Soul. Bring out Brave Strix. Brave Strix. Stack on top. Arsenal Falcon. And then end. Okay, so that's his board. Okay, so all I need to do is get rid of Ultimate Falcon? Oh, Nibiru. Well, that would have been nice the previous turn. Alright, so he's gonna use Phantom Knight's rank up Magic Force. He's also going to pop the Duster. So we're gonna take Raiders Knight here into Arc Rebellion Xyz. So unfortunately Duster gets destroyed here, but he used what he wanted to use. So I'm gonna Dark Hole, get rid of what I can. I think I remember what I do, because I'm pretty sure I realized it the moment this happened. So let's trade in. There goes Nebula. Get another Nebula. Here's Desires. We get Alternate and Galactic Spiral. What did I mill here? A couple of things. Not great, but we can make do. So let's activate Nebula. Place down Nebula and Galactic Spiral, and then I'm pretty sure... I make Numeron, Draglubion into Numeron. Yeah. Yeah, I remember what happened. Yeah, I just... So Numeron Dragon can detach a material and gain attack equal to the ranks of all Xyz monsters on the field times 1000. Which, yeah, that's a lot of damage. And he surrendered before I could hit him. You're lame. You are a lame person. I hope you get nothing but like common URs. I hope the only URs you get are like old traps from 2005 that no one plays anymore. Anyway, our next duel. I'm pretty sure this is the same festival. Alright, same festival, just as shitty a hand. Gotta love Blue Eyes. Alright, Foolish Burial. Send Gokipo? Yeah, Gokipo. Send Gokipo. Get Naturia Dragonfly. Use Mole Cricket. Tribute the Mole Cricket to bring out Camellia. Camellia sends the Big Tree. The Big Tree activates to grab Blessing. Let's see. We use Blessing to bring out our Cricket, and we end. I'm not too familiar with, like, modern Naturia. I was more familiar with them during, like, 2011 Yu-Gi-Oh! But this ain't 2011 Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, we're gonna get rid of that Cricket now, because he's a funky little guy, and I don't trust him for a second. I'm gonna be real. Like, a lot of the Naturia monsters, like, look cute, and that's neat. But I don't trust this one. I don't trust him at all. There's chaos behind those eyes, and I will not be the one to find out what lies beneath them. Yeah, and I don't have anything else, so time to put down my stone and hope for the best. Alright, Lone Fire Blossom tributes to bring out another Camilla. Camilla activates to send another tree. We use the tree to get another fucking Cricket. God damn it. He punches the White Stone of Legend. So, sent to Graveyard, I get to add Blue Eyes White Dragon. Well, I have 2 now. Now what? Such is the nature of the Brick Eyes. Dragon Shrine! I can use that! So we'll send Blue Eyes and we'll send Jet. Use Return to the Dragon Lords to bring out Jet. Now Camilla activates here to bring out another Camilla, and Camilla activates again. And what did you send there? Sent Vayne. Wait, hold on. So we're gonna return that Camilla and punch that one. Bro, this guy's fucking freaky too. What is up with the Naturias? I don't like that. Alright, what now? Another Cricket. So we tribute to Cricket. We bring out Camilla and I think that's a Stinkbug? Yeah, Stinkbug. And we sent Sunflower. So I have trade-in. We're gonna Duster, whatever the fuck that is. It's Tree, so he's gonna use it at least once here. To get Rose Whip, well, we're gonna just Feather Dust the Tree. It's gonna activate its effect. He's gonna get another Blessing. Let's use Trade-In, get rid of one of these. Grab these 2. Oh. I just realized this is a completely different festival. The previous festival was the Exy Link Festival. This festival was the No Extra Deck Festival. I completely forgot that that was even a thing. Oops. Alright, let's keep going. They have a full suite. They're gonna punch. They're gonna negate the attack and end the battle phase. Alright. Or I was gonna punch and they were gonna negate the attack and end the battle phase, so. But now, we got Mosquito. Gonna punch there. Yeah. Good old Why You Hitting Yourself, the best kind of card effect. Honestly, some of my least favorite card effects. I hate dealing with Makanko, I hate dealing with Yubel. Why You Hitting Yourself is a very annoying strategy to deal with, for me. Alright, so now I'm going to try and send the Mosquito back, except no I'm not, because the Sunflower is going to be mean. So now I'm at least going to get rid of the Sunflower. I'm going to hurt myself rather badly, but... And now I need to get rid of the Stink Bug, because if I don't get rid of the Stink Bug, it's going to sit there and fucking do Stink Bug things. Which I normally don't mind. I like Stink Bugs. But not that one. So we need to stop them. I like how this is basically my first time reading any of these cards, and I'm basically like sussing out, hoping for the best, seeing what happens here. So we're gonna send those freaky motherfuckers back in there. I'm gonna hurt myself, I'm gonna hurt myself, I'm gonna hurt myself, and I'm gonna hurt myself. They can't target Jet, because if they target Jet, I would have been able to, oh. I remember this duel now. I was in the middle of a Discord call with friends, and I was saying out loud, it would be really funny right now, game, if you gave me Raigeki. A Raigeki top deck would be really funny, and I have not laughed louder in, like, months. I should not have fucking won this duel. Ooh, I just had an idea that's probably terrible, but I'm going to try it anyway. I need to see if Blue Eyes Centurion is going to be a thing. Part of me wonders. You know what else I need to do? I need to make the Horus cards. I haven't made they need to add those guys to a pack sometime soon. Anyway, next duel. We have, what do we got here? We got my Centurion. Standard Centurion. I went first. Or they went first. 5 turns. Let's see what happens. Alright, I did go first. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Primera, activate, grab stand up. We're standing up. When I move, you move. Just like that. Bam. Yeah, send Trudea, activate Trudea, get Gargoyle, activate that. Synchro Shokan Auxia on the board. Activate again. Gargoyle back to hand. Grab Phalanx. Phalanx on the board. Emblem of Oath to get another Primera on the board just in case. Use Bonds to put Gargoyle on the board and put down the Primera on the board. So we have quite a decent suite here. Alright, we've got 2 face downs. Let's activate right here. So Gargoyle, Primera, get our search, do our synchro. Go into Crimson, I'm guessing. Would make sense. Yep. Crimson Dragon is Crimsoning. Grab another stand up for just in case. Activate Crimson Dragon to get Synchro Rumble. Add Gargoyle back to hand and use Crimson Effect to bring out... There's a couple things I could bring out. I would imagine Blazar. Cosmic Blazar is always safe. Yeah, Blazar. Very nice. Garg is back in hand. Synchro Rumble's in my hand. Put down another Primera, just in case. Grab Emblem of Oath. Okay. So, activate Primera. Activate Trudea. We take these 2. Make another Crimson. I think I bring out Red Nova this time. Yep. And then Super Poly. Well, now I'm sad. For Starving Venom. It's fine by me. We're going to Phalanx to get rid of him. We're going to use Synchro Rumble here. Bam. We're going to grab Trudea. We're going to place Trudea, and then we're going to use her effect to put Gargoyle out. And now I use these 2 to bring out Legacia. And of course, Bonds activates so I can put down the other Primera in the back row, and Gargoyle comes back to my hand. Alright, Garg is back in hand. Primera's back on board. I draw Called By. So let's send that Primera. Use Emblem of Oath to grab the last one out of my deck, so they're all accessible. And let's punch. Except let's not, because that's Spirit of Yubel, so we're going to negate that. And then that's a ninja. But thankfully, because I know that there's some Yubel shenaniganry abound, that gives me a couple things I can do. So we're just gonna actually get rid of Starving Venom here. And he brings out Mason. Equips this thing, and the thing just punches me? Yeah. And yeah, right there. He tried to target Legacia with a destruction effect. But, Primera, when she's a trap, stops your higher level Centurions from getting destroyed. Which is why I always like to have an extra one on the board. One for the Synchro Summon and another one to bring her out. Or another one for the protection is always handy. So, I have Shifter, not Yusul, but I can tribute it. And I tribute it for a very specific reason. So we're going to stop that Mason now. Yep. Bring out Primera. The Ninja Twink is there. But it's not enough. Time for chaos. Bam. Wait, hold on. Is that a Twink? I don't even remember. Tobari, the Sky Ninja. Yeah, that's a Twink. Alright, and then we take these two. Make SP. Hi, SP. Bye-bye, you Bell. I said bye-bye, you Bell. Bam. And just for the fuck of it, triple tactics talent. Get rid of it. You don't get to have it. It is not yours. Alright. That was a duel. I'm curious. Let me see that deck, because that looked huge. 60 cards. What we got? We got U-Bell, we got Ninjas, we've got Kashtira, we've got Raw, there's a lot going on in this deck. We got Utopia. Why is Utopia here? Got Utopia, we got, if we get the U-Bells on board, we can make a big old train, and there's always Zeus, and this is a deck of all time. Kinda neat though. Alright, what's next? We have... This looks like Tenpai against Branded. I remember this one. This one is fun. By the way, if it looks like I'm leaning funny, it's because I am. I'm laying down. Sorry. Alright, they're starting with grass. They just milled a lot. But that reminds me, I gotta finish watching April's 20-hour-long brief study of Branded, but, like, I'm only 3 hours in. And I, like, because I want to use Branded. I've had Branded, like, ready to make for a while, and I just gotta, like, pull from the packs, but I've always been, like, doing other stuff. Because I know I'll like this deck, because it's, like, my kind of deck. It's dragons, it's fusions, it's really, like, loose and non-linear and free-flowy with high skill expression. But, like, every time I'm like, all right, there's nothing I want to make. Time to make Branded. Something comes out. Like, I'm like, all right, it's time to make Branded. Centurion comes out. All right, it's time to make Branded. Tenpai comes out. All right, it's time to make Branded. The new Madosha cards come out. God damn it. I think now I'm finally, like, not... I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to come out. So, you know, there's that. That's nice. Let's see, we Nadir Servant, grab Maximus, use Garura to get a draw, use Maximus, banish the Garura, special summon Maximus, use Fusion Deployment, put Granguignol, put out Cartesia, and it just mills my Link monsters. What meanies? But hold on, let me reread that really quickly. During the main phase, send 2 monsters with different names from your extra deck to graveyard your opponent sends to. Okay, I sent those. I sent the Link monsters, because I didn't want to send any of the Synchros, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Makes sense. Bring out Quem. Quem activates, but I'm gonna blow her up. She blowed up. Still sent a thing, but... Albion sets Banishment. High Spirit. Activate. Bro, that reminds me. Upon watching that guide from April, just talking about how complex the Branded end phase can get. That was a pretty decent example, and that was like a small one. They're always doing shit during their end phase. It's kind of funny. Alright, we get Pydra. So I'm going to imperm Cartesia here, because I want her to do her thing. Alright. Granguignol is Granguignoling, sends Serenir. Serenir sends Banishment. We set down the Pydra. Pydra unfortunately gets told no. Alright, well, time to punch. So I punch him, and that's it. Eh. Let me adjust myself so I don't look like I'm like completely slouching over a little. All that much. There will be no slouches here. Anyway, now the brand of branded is branding. In order to bring out Albion, the branded dragon, I'm going to use the power of Twink to say no. He's going to bring out Lubellion. Lubellion hits board. Activates Regained, which is interesting because I found out like that's not really, or not Regained. I think Beast. Beast is not typically used that often. He's going to look at my hand. He's going to send the Genroku, which was a smart idea because I could use the Genroku next turn to bring out other guys. But I have Fadra now, so I can use Fadra to bring out Pydra. So depending on what I get next, this could be quite a turn. He's got Retribution. Lightning Storm! That helps! So, send out the Shrouded. We're going to use Fadra to bring out Pydra. Pydra activates. We're going to use Pydra. He's going to bring out Quiritus. I'm going to grab Kaimen. That's fine by me. We're going to attack. I'm going to activate this so I can get Chandra. I activate that to bring out Genroku. We're going to punch. And we're going to Synchro. Bam. Gonna hit him with a Biden Blast. That's fine by me. He's trying to bring out Albaz during the battle phase so that he could Super Poly during the battle phase. But if I bring out the big guy, I can say no, and you can't do that. So I bring out the big guy. Big guy says no, you can't do that. Time to punch. Now to bring out the Biden Blast. And they surrender. That was pretty alright. Alright, up next we've got this is looking like another Centurion. What are we going up against? Up against Frenemy. I didn't check the turn count. Now we'll never know how many turns this duel was. Alright, I went first. I have Emblema, Lubellion, and Triple. We can do stuff with that. So we activate that, get Magma Hut, activate Emblema Ulse, put down Primera. Activate Primera. Primera's on board. Here we go. Get our field spell. Very good. Alright, I like where this is going. Stand up! When I move, you move. Just like that. Down to Dea. Get out Gargoyle. Activate here. Take these two. Make Auxilla as usual. Grab Phalanx. Plop it down. We're going to banish the driver to put down Magma Hut. We're going to activate Magma Hut here to get a search at the end. We're going to put down the Primera and grab Druid Swarm. Grass. And then I realize I'm dueling Paleozoic. There goes Volmina. What does that card do? That card was in the pack with that was in the pack with Silhouette Rabbit. I don't think I didn't have Silhouette Rabbit at the time, so it's not in my deck. I put it in. I think I took out Scarred. And I think I moved some things around. Yeah, I took out Starlight, and I think I took out Packbit. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this card. I know this card's not terrible, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it in Centurion. It's never... I don't think I've run into that many scenarios where I'm like, yeah, I would rather this over any of the other 8s. Anyway, what does Volmina do? If a monster is special summoned by your trap effect, target a card on the field and return it to hand, then special summon this card. Okay. Also, it looks cool. That is a very sexy dragon. So we're going to use Primera here. We're going to activate. We're going to get our search, and we're going to stand up to quick synchro into the man, the myth, the legend. He's going to transaction rollback. What did he select here? Transaction rollback element burst to destroy all cards on my field. Except, no, he's not going to do that. Only a couple. It's fine by me. We've got our bonds. So I can activate Trudea here. And we can bring back Ogzia. Grab another stand-up for later. We're gonna reset the rollback. I hate transaction rollback. I fucking cannot stand that card. Anyway, there's our funny Paleozoic guys. All while we turn the stove on so we can go to our big labyrinth. Canadians! Anyway. Okay, so they're going to return that to my hand. Activate Rise. I think that was Rise to Full Height. Yeah, Rise to Full Height. So now we're going to bond. We're going to Rise to Full Height again to target this thing in order to activate Oleanoides. Which is fine by me. We're going to bond again. We're going to flip her up. And because she was flipped face down, she forgot that she was summoned by Phalanx's effect and has her attack back, which is pretty nice. I'm going to quick synchro now. And no, we're going to get fucking Karma Cannoned. I hate this card too. I can at least bring out Lubellion. Let's see. Get regained, put down the other field, put down Imperm, and now I wait and hope for the best. Flip those two up, make a rank 2, I think. Yeah, make Opabina. Anyway, welcome to the labyrinth. It's big. Yeah, we're gonna Imperm Opabina here. Flip up these other guys, take these guys. What are you making with those? Anomalocaris. Blow that up. Grab Canadia. Punch Primera. You meanie. Into Downard. It's fine by me. We're going to activate for a search here. Into Zeus. So he's looking to reset the board now. Alright. That's always cool. But, thank you for that. You forgot Druisworm is on the board. Goodbye. Just going to re-grab Druisworm now, by the way. Called by. That is very handy for this. Let's get rid of Zeus. There goes Canadia. I can't target them with Called by because they're traps and not monsters yet. So we flip her back down. But I can Called by that thing. I said no. And now I can use Triple Tactics Talent. We're going to draw 2 and hope I get... that is exactly what I wanted. So real quick, we'll use Lubellion. Activate Drill Storm's effect here. Fail horribly because I'm a potato. It's okay. It happens. It is alright if you are of the Sputicle variety. You know? How are you? I am very cold and my head is exploding. We're talking about some good old Master Duel replays. So let's see. We used the Morelia. We get Dynamiscus back on board. We milled a thingy. What can I do here? Get Primera. Oh, I'm a smart person. Good job, past me. There goes Transaction Rollback again in order to use that Element Burst again. So I can at least get rid of something here to help myself for later. So we'll get rid of those dragons. And then every guy gets blowed up again, sadly. I still have stand up, so we stand up! When I move, you move, just like that. Rise to full height on the stove. And I just end. So I have Primera. I have Trudea. I'm also running low on Dex base. Now I got 18. We're doing alright. Let's see. We'll activate Trudea here. We will summon Trudea. She's now on 8. We'll stand up to Quick Synchro. Into Legacia, because I don't think there's much else I can go into right now. No, another Exia. Okay. We can use Bonds to put Primera back in the back, give myself some destruction protection. They're going to take those two, make another Opabina? Yes. Use whatever the fuck that one is. Land Qualia? Bring back Oleanoides. Return Transaction Rollback. Activate Magicaloidal Soul. Opabina grabs another Oleanoides. There's a lot going on here. Into Mannequin Cat. Use Mannequin Cat to take Primera. What happened? Did they run out of time? They ran out of time. I kind of have no doubt that they probably would have won if they had more time, because Paleozoic has a really good grind game. Definitely better than Centurions, because Centurions more of a mid-range grind game, whereas like Paleozoic is more of a stun grind game. They're planning to drag the duel out as long as possible. Which is fucking evil, and I hate it. I hate dealing with that. It is very obnoxious. I hate using stun. I hate fighting stun. Unfortunately for me, it's the only deck I have that conveniently uses a large number of traps. So whenever a trap daily mission comes up, I use that. Anyway, oh, this. I remember this. This is probably the most fucked I have ever been in a duel ever. So I go second, as usual, for Tenpai. So let's see. Ostinato. Alright, I'm like, Ostinato! Oh, you know, we're dealing with Melodious, right? Okay. We're... If only my mortal mind could comprehend what this guy was doing. So, we bring out Baka. Baka got a weird case. I don't know why she's around. Get another refrain, bring out Couplet. I'm like, alright, yeah, this is gonna be Melodious. This is gonna be a bit tricky, but I think I can deal with it. Bring out the refrain, place the Couplet, activate the Couplet, grab Concerto. Activate Concerto. Make Schuberta. Activate Refrain. Refrain comes back. Take Baka and Refrain. Make Beyond the Pendulum, right? Pendulum Mommy is on board. Baka activates. Concerto activates. Schuberta activates. Then there's Piper. Not Piper. The super heavy. I forget his name. Anyway, here it comes Appaloosa. Wakaushi, that's his name. Yeah, Wakaushi, silly me. Anyway, now we Pendulum Summon. Bring out these three. Take these two. What are we making now? Electromite. Okay. We activate Electromite. Send over that Odd Eyes. Revolution, that one. Always forget that one. Then we activate again. And then we blow all our guys up after putting... And now we got Ignister Prominence. Okay. The Soul Piercer activates. We get the bike. We use the bike. We got another Wakaushi. Prominence activates. Grabs Majesty Pegasus. Grabs Secret Village. Send Wakaushi. Activate these, or take these two. What are we making now? Prom Princess. Prom Princess activates. Bring back Electromite. Place down Revolution. Destroy itself. Bring back Ignister. Bring out Ignis Phoenix. Take Ignis and Prom Princess to make Raging Phoenix. Stack Raging Phoenix to take out Zealantis. Zealantis destroy Ignister Prominence. Return Odd Eyes Revolution. Raging Phoenix activates. Targets Ignister. Phoenix comes back. Revolution goes back. Revolution activates. Bring back Ignister. I didn't realize that wasn't once per turn. 1, 2, 3. Big Pendulum Mommy is on board now. Activate. Revolution goes back. Revolution back on board. Exceed. Bring back Wakaushi. Take Raging Phoenix and Exceed. Make Firewall Dragon and then... Okay, Firewall Dragon activates. Return those. Ignister goes back. Bring out Dynamite. Take these three. Make Singularity. Take Wakaushi and Dynamite. Bring back Electromite. I'm now U-linked. Ignister activates again. Aftermath Sorcerer is just in the fucking hand now, I guess. Another Revolution. Activate. Bring out Ignis. Destroy. I think that one's Benkei. To bring out Sprite Elf. Revolution will not be fucking televised, I guess, because he comes back. Bring out Prominence. Here's Dynamite again. Take Dynamite and Ignis. For Baguska. Baguska activates. Sprite Elf. Bring back the bike, finally, I guess. What do we make with these two? Espy? The Singularity activates. Brings back Firewall Dragon. Activate Secret Village. End phase. How the fuck do you... Okay, like, I need to sit here and think about this. He fucked up by summoning SP. Okay, so I can't use spells because Secret Village and a spellcaster's on board. He has Appaloosa. He's got 3 negates on Appaloosa. He's got Firewall to return cards. He's got Singularity to quick effect return. He's protecting Baguska and Singularity with Elf. And all my monsters will be put in defense and I can't activate their effects. And even if I theoretically could somehow, Appaloosa's there to do something anyway. Hold on, I need to think here. I am pretty sure one of the few things... Okay, so Tenpai can't do anything here. I can't use my field spell because of Secret Village, and I can't use my monster effects because of Baguska, and if Baguska wasn't there, all the other stuff is there and I can't do it. I can't use a Lightning Storm because of Secret Village, I can't use Droplet because of Secret Village. Tenpai can't do anything against this board. However, if I was using a deck that wasn't Tenpai that had evenly matched, I could have used evenly matched here to get rid of stuff. But Tenpai doesn't play evenly matched because they want to win during the battle phase, so I can't use things that interrupt my battle phase in any way, shape, or form. So unfortunately, if I went against this with Centurion and I opened with evenly, I think I would be fine. But today I was using Tenpai during this, and I can't do anything. I open cross out. That's not gonna help. So I just put down the Tundra and just end. They're gonna return it because of course. And now they punch me. Yeah, go ahead, punch. You fucking earned it. You earned this one. I think I can confidently say without certainty that is the hardest I've ever been fucking destroyed in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel before. And I'm just as amazed with it now as I was when it fucking happened. Alrighty, what do we got going on here? This duel went on for 11 turns. I was using Stun, going up against White Forest. I'm wondering what happened here. I don't remember this duel. It is getting cold in my room now, and I would like to turn on my heater, but if I turn on my heater, it's going to scream at me for about 3 minutes before it stops screaming at me. So, I think I can deal with it. Okay, yeah, you know what, hold on, yeah, I'm going to turn on... I'm sorry, yeah, it's getting like cold in here. I'm going to turn on my heater. I'm going to mute for a bit as I fight my heater so it stops screaming at me. Give me a moment. Alrighty, there we go. My heater stopped screaming at me. Back to adventure. So, let's see, I've got Stun here. What did I open with? Barrier Statue of the Torrent, Moon Mirror, Macrocosmos, Storming, and Evenly. Alright. So what do we do here? We take... going up against White Forest, they open to Stellar, they use the Stellar. Here comes Rociella. Okay, wait, give me another bit. I'm going to take some medicine. I don't have to mention this to any of my frequent viewers, but none of my frequent viewers are here, so I'm just going to mention it here. I have chronic migraine problems, and I have to take medicine whenever my head is exploding. So I am going to do that. Give me a quick moment. It was like not good when I started, and now it feels extra not good, but Okay. Swallowing pills never gets any easier. I fucking hate pills. Now, you know what it was? I think when I was a kid, if I remember correctly, when I had allergies, like I used to have really, really, really bad allergies. Like so bad that like my eyes would be like crusted shut in the mornings. And one of the medicines they made me take were pills, and they were fucking huge. They were like really big. They were already big for like an adult, but imagine being a kid and having to swallow like a pill that's about like the size of, I don't know, like the first like portion of your thumb, right? Like that's the best way I could explain. Like a thumb-sized, like right to the first bend, you know, like a thumb-sized pill. As a kid, for allergy, I fucking hated it. I don't have allergies anymore, which is, you know, great. I don't go outside much to begin with, but I don't have allergies, so not anymore. Gotta love it. But yeah, we're doing so far very standard White Forest. There's the White Forest mommy. Gonna return Imperm. That's a pretty good idea. Put down Elzet. Grab Russia. There goes the Woes. Bars. Activate Russia. Emblem of Oath. Grab Stand Up. When I move, you move. Just like that. Bam, activate, grab Wake Up. We're now waking up, grab the token, make Oxia. Bam. There she goes. Grab another stand up for later. So she probably already has Phalanx in hand. Yep, make Crimson. Whoa, OBS just had a bit of a hiccup there for a moment. It looks like... Okay, it looks like we're good again. Are we good? Just making sure we're good. I'll double check on the things. OBS says we're good. I'm gonna double check here. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Good. Don't do that, OBS. Don't just explode for no reason, you silly. Oh, we're exploding again. OBS is having an issue. I will wait it out. OBS seems to be having a problem. And that's weird. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, and now we're back. Man, that was... Man, I haven't had a connection issue like that since, like, before I got my, No, we're still having it. What in the world? What in the world is going on right now? Is something fucking with Optimal? Let's give it a moment. Let's see. It looks like we're in the green now. That was a weird hiccup. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think something must have been happening over at my internet provider, because we're good now. That was weird. Dropping some frames. I don't usually drop frames, but it seems... Nope. And we're gonna wait again. What in the world's going on here? We're gonna hold it off. I can wait. All right. Are you done exploding? Oh, our connection shouldn't be exploding, so I'm not sure what's causing that. You know. So I need to. Do myself a favor. Let me drag that up here really quick. So I can do that. So I can do this. So I can do this. Okay, yeah, so my download is fine. My upload is way lower than normal. I'm not sure why. Yeah, we seem to be having some issues here, and I have no idea why. Ooh, we will wait until it settles itself. Do 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 do. Yeah, so apparently only the upload is like having a heart attack, and I don't really feel comfortable streaming with the upload exploding like it is. That's weird, because it really shouldn't be exploding to begin with. We seem to be at an impasse. It is rather unstable. Decisions. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait till it settles itself here. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable to do. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, it's weird. We should be doing better now. It's climbing, but OBS still seems to be having an issue. Yeah, our upload speed, let me... Do. I have an idea. Let me... Oh wait, there we go. I think there we go. See, let's do another test here. There we go. Yeah. What the fuck was that? Alrighty, we're back. It seems. Hopefully, yeah. There we go. Now we're back to my normal numbers. I don't know what the fuck that was. Yeah, so let me... We're gonna refresh here. And... Okay, there we go. We are back. I am so sorry. I have no idea what any of that was. Like, it literally just seemed like, I don't know. Like, Optimum was exploding, I guess? I don't know. But we're back now. Yeah, there we go. All my numbers are normal again. That was new. The fuck? I have not had a connection issue like that bad since before I got my Ethernet cable. That was unique. That was genuinely like ISP just like having a stroke, but we seem to be back. Just to make sure we're back, you know, it would make me feel comfortable if I'm pretty sure we're back, because I saw myself looking at myself at proper timing with the proper delay, so I think we're good. So I'm pretty sure we're back now. Alright. And the video is... Yeah, the YouTube feed is still going. It's still the same length, so we didn't get disconnected there, which is a good sign, because that happened last time. But we are still connected, so we're good. So we're good to go. Okay, enough yapping about the internet exploding for no reason. Let's get back to adventure. We got a duel to talk about. And you know what? That was a convenient... You know what? I blame Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. It was his fault. He did it. Look what happened. You unbanned him and he broke my internet. That being said, this card is, like, pretty neat, but also, like, I don't know, people are splashing this card into, like, so many things, and it's like, you know, this card is annoying. But it really is a win more card, isn't it? Like, I don't think I've ever, like, had a scenario where this card was the deciding factor between me winning and losing. It's always been the, oh yeah, that's... Huh. You know? I don't know. But yeah, there goes their board. So yeah. We're gonna pop down her statue so he can burn that, and that was the thing I was most concerned with. And now he's gonna plop that. And that was the second thing I was the most concerned with. But now I get to put all of these down and wait and hope for the best. I don't remember how this duel pans out, to be quite honest. Ooh, also, I am starting to get hungry. You know, being cold and hungry with chronic migraines is not a good idea. Alright, here comes Crimson. Alright. Now, you know, this is something I want to talk about because I actually have some mileage in this.
I'm interested in this.
Why, thank you! Oh, thanks for the follow, Crimson Zicken. I'm surprised you stuck around through those connection issues and decided to follow anyway. I appreciate that. Now this is something I actually get to talk about because I have some mileage here. A lot of Centurion players, you just entered at the perfect time. For whatever reason, my upload speed was having a stroke for no reason a while back. I don't know why, but it seems to have fixed itself finally, so we're back to adventure. But yeah, Centurion, Crimson Dragon targets. I don't like using multiple copies of Blazar. As good of an idea as it is, because it's not a bad idea, I think having a wider variety of targets is a better idea generally. And if I have the decision to run multiple Blazars, I think I would rather run a Blazar and then, say, Red Supernova Dragon. Because I think those kinds of mixed options provides more intricate states that are harder for your opponent to get through than just two Omni Negates. And I think that's something a lot of people tend to miss, right? Because as great as Blazar is, because it is great, because it's a fucking huge Omni Negate that basically protects itself because it banishes itself in order to do its thing, right? That's hard to interact with, don't get it twisted. But when you pair that with other types of interruption, it becomes a lot harder to deal with. And that's why I almost always play Blazar with Red Nova. Or, I have, in my own Centurion deck, I have Blazar, I think Stardust Saphir Dragon, and Red Nova Dragon. And I much prefer those, because it creates an interesting state, right? Because as opposed to just having multiple Omni Negates, you instead get an Omni Negate from Blazar, a fucking ticking time bomb with Red Nova Dragon, because Red Nova Dragon is just fucking waiting to banish your entire board, and multiple destruction protections from Saphir. That's a much more intricate, harder to break board than just Omni Negates, I think. Right? That kind of layered protection is important when you're building up a board, and it's especially important when you're using a more mid-range deck like Centurion, right? Because of how low to the ground Centurion tends to play, it's much more important to create diverse interruptions than it is numerous interruptions. You know what I mean? At least that's how I feel. Can you tell I like Centurion? Alright, now, good for me. I was able to at least activate Macrocosmos at the end here, and that's going to help out against this a lot. Now, Macrocosmos doesn't necessarily harm the Centurion side of White Forest Centurion that much, but it massively harms the White Forest side of it. They need their stuff in the grave. So if you say that they can't have their stuff in the grave, it interrupts so much of their future plays. Now, thankfully for me, we have just the cards I need to break this board. I got really lucky with my starting draw. Because, thankfully, he would have created some problems using Blazar to try and stop this. So instead, go back to hand. And now what do? We have Russia, and we make IP. Alright, IP is on the board. We can use Primera, so now we have a target, so we can IP on my turn. We can grab Chudea, place Chudea, what now? Place her in the back, and get under the Primera for destruction protection. I mentioned that in a previous replay, that's always a good thing to have. Unfortunately, I can't really do much this turn, so we're going to put down the second Macrocosmos and hope for the best. Ouchie. Ouchie. I'm still alive. Barely, but alive. Barrier Statue of the Torrent. Now I can start changing some things. Now he's going to imperm the Torrent, so he can get to special summon still, but it could be worse. He's going to activate here. Is he going to go into SP to get rid of the statue? It's looking like it. Why would you... Okay. Phone magic? What are you phone magicking about this time? Xbox, check the developer direct. I'm not going to do that. I don't check developer directs. But yeah, that was interesting. So he used his first effect to try and get rid of the Macrocosmos, which would have been funny. But, now we get to go another turn without attacking, so I guess there's that. What now? So now my statue is back. Alright, punch the statue. Goodbye, statue. I get punched by some bugs. I've had worse. You've never fought New York rats before. Fossil Dyna. I have an idea. I love looking at replays because part of me is like wondering, oh, is past me gonna do what future me thinks right now? And I like when future me and past me say yes. So he gets a free draw. But now they get to go bye-bye. Fossil Dyna destroys special summon monsters when it's flipped. So we can get rid of those. And now what? Oh, another barrier statue! Plop. Punch. And yeah, now this is a bit of a bind. Yep, there goes the surrender, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it was a rage quit. It wasn't even a surrender. That was great. Could have at least surrendered like a normal person. What kind of coward are you? Yeah, that was a very standard stun deck. I usually use that deck when I have to do dailies that involve using traps, because none of my other decks really have a large enough number of traps to make it convenient. Which kind of sucks. I mean, I'll make do, but it sucks. Also, what in the world? Get back here, you silly. There we go. I just noticed the YouTube feed was also having... Stop exploding, YouTube feed! I love that my Twitch feed, like, never explodes, which is actually weird, because the Twitch feed is using the YouTube feed as the thing to go off of, but the Twitch feed never seemed to have a problem when the YouTube feed exploded. Make that make sense. Anyway, thankfully, these last couple of duels are quite neat. Because I remember these. And I remember this one especially because I was explaining this one to a friend. Because he doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was explaining it to him as like a... Like, using it to explain various things and explaining my mind state as I'm playing. So, I went first, and we got a pendulum deck here. You should make Runic Stun. I'm not really a fan. I don't know. I don't really like the Runic cards. It's not my preferred. Like I said, I only use the stun because I need to use traps. I don't really like stun in general. I don't like playing with it, and I don't like playing against it. Yu-Gi-Oh! To me is most fun when the opponents are having a back and forth anime fight, and stun just removes that from the equation completely. And it's just not fun to me. I don't like using it. It's not fun using it because it's less... And you know what it is, too? And this is less applicable to Runic Stun than it is Pure Stun because of how Runic Stun works. It's also not as, like, skill expressive, because I noticed that a lot, too. I really like mid-range decks a lot because they tend to have high skill expression. Right? And I like that because I like the sense of improvement. I like the improving as a duelist, and the main reason I don't... and the main reason I like mid-range so much as opposed to, like, Pure Stun or Combo is that, like, I'm not just trying to get my opponent to stop playing the game. I need to know when to stop my opponent in order to properly interrupt them to stop them from going as far as they can. That's why I like mid-range so much, right? I'm not outright saying you can't play. I'm saying you have an opportunity, make the most of it, right? That's one of the reasons I think it's so important to not just go full Omni Negate heavy in Centurion, right? Because if you go full Omni Negate heaven, yeah, it makes it easier to stop, like, right? That kind of, the layered interaction is like one of the best things about Yu-Gi-Oh! And removing that from the equation just makes it feel like any other card game. And I don't want to play any other card game. I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why I like it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is at its best when it makes you feel like the protagonist. That's like the best feeling in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why I love it so much. That's why I like mid-range the most. That's why I like Centurion. That's why I like synchro strategies in general, because I notice a lot of synchro tend to be mid-range. But yeah, in this particular duel, what are we doing here? I'm playing... Oh yeah, that's right. I explained this to a friend. I know what's going on here. This is a Pendulum Magician deck. I still don't have the new Pendulum Magician cards because they haven't been added to a secret pack yet. Yeah, like White Forest. Yeah, like I like White Forest. I still need to get used to like White Forest Centurion, and I just finished making a Midoche deck, and I'm like trying to do that because I don't particularly like Xyz decks. I come to notice, so I like try and use a new one every once in a while to see if I like it more. The answers have been no so far, but I keep trying just to see if there's going to be an Xyz deck I eventually end up liking. But yeah, I like the White Forest cards, right? And like I said, like that skill expression thing is like way less applicable to Runic Stun, because Runic Stun is about dealing with the cards you have in your hand, right? And about knowing when to interrupt your opponent. Like, I don't... You need to make White Forest Centurion. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, like Runic Stun is a lot more of that expression. I just really don't like how Runic feels. That's basically what it comes down to. Made White Forest. Yeah, White Forest Runic is great. But let's see. What did I open here? I have Double Iris, Black Fang, Stargazer, and Astrograph with Necro Valley. Necro Valley in Pendulum Magicians is so funny and evil, but I love it. Because Pendulum cards don't go to the graveyard. They go to the extra deck. So I can basically use this card as like a free field Because it's not like this deck really uses any other field spells, right? So I could use this. You could also use Secret Village of the Spellcasters, but I don't like that one as much because I don't always necessarily end with Spellcasters on board, which creates problems. So I much prefer Necro Valley. That being said, this is also a great hand. I can basically make a full play here. So we're going to do exactly that. We're going to place down Necro Valley, place down Double Iris, place down Stargazer. We activate here. Activate Black Fang and Astrograph. We use these two. We make Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Activate the Electromite. Send over Skull Combat Joker. Brain forgot his name for a moment. We're going to return Astrograph. We're going to activate Double Iris. Astrograph's going to summon himself right now. Bam. Grab the Double Iris there. Get Star Pendulum Graph. Get a draw from Electromite, which is a great draw. Fantastic draw. Duelist Alliance. So now I get a normal. So we're going to place Star Pendulum Graph. We're going to place our Double Iris. We're going to take these two. And we're going to make IP. Star is going to activate here. We get Wisdom Eye. And we're going to take these two. And make Avramax. So now, Avramax is indestructible and untargetable. So now we're only vulnerable to non-target removal. Up against some goblins. Some silly goblin-y goblin boys. Goblins are neat. So he gets the funny guy. He gets Doug. We're going to use the... use their continuous spell. I always forget their names. They're very silly individuals. We get the Kabanga. Big Gabanga's on the board, so he's going to add a goblin, add the Clatter Sploder. Use Grand Entrance. Grab Boom Mock. Very nice. We're going to pitch. We're going to place down the Boom Mock. He's going to attach it. We're going to use E-Telly. We're going to grab Zia Min. Here's our first Twink. We're going to activate our Twink. We're going to grab Foxy Toon. Activate again, and we're going to use Clatter Sploder, except for not, because Necro Valley is on the field. Yeah, Necro Valley is a card that has been eroded multiple times, but it's also a card that every time it gets eroded, it gets better for some reason. Its current version states that cards in the graveyard can't be banished, and they can't be moved anywhere else, basically. Which is immensely useful. It gives you great advantage states. So yeah, he tried to use Clatter Sploder to revive a goblin in the graveyard, but Necro Valley's on board, so you can't do that. So let's see. So we're going to use what's-his-face? Foxy Toon. So Foxy Toon's on board. We're going to take that and make Typhon, which is a great idea. So we're going to use Typhon, because Typhon completely negates Avramax's effects. So return that to the extra deck. And now I get punched. Some very painful punches, I must say. Big Gabanga activates. Now what? We have Imperm. We get to place down Imperm. I get to Pendulum Summon here. What do I bring out? I assume... Oh, Double Iris and... Oh, yes! I know I bring out Double Iris. I know immediately what I need to do here. I need some breathing room. So we're going to get Time Pendulum Graph now. We're going to be able to get another Magician. So we get Wisdom Eye. We're going to use Wisdom Eye. He's going to explode. So we get Harmonizing. And now I'm going to take Wisdom and Double Iris that were on the board and make Baguska, because I need some fucking time. Time for breathing room. So they're going to bring out SP, which is a great idea. Now I'm going to imperm the SP so that we can't banish me. Good thing I got that. And then end. Now is a good time to use Time Pendulum Graph. I'm going to use Time Pendulum Graph to blow up my own Time Gazer Magician, or Stargazer Magician, so I can get rid of SP, because I don't want her banishing stuff during the next turn. So we're getting rid of her now. I can grab another Wisdom Eye here. And what do I grab? Pendulum Sorcerer. So I need to scrap a material. We're going to place Wisdom Eye here. We're going to activate. We're going to blow up. We're going to put Purple Poison. We're going to grab Harmonizing. We're going to use Time Pendulum Graph to blow up Purple Poison. So, Time Pendulum Graph lets me target a Pendulum Magician, or I think it's a Magician. Yeah, only Magicians. And destroy it to destroy something else on the field. So I targeted this face down. This face down is Grand Pile Up, which is quite funny. So what he's going to do now, he activated this in an effort to dodge this destruction effect. Which is not a... It's an idea. So, Grand Pile Up lets him target an Xyz monster and summon another extra deck, another Xyz from his extra deck on top of it. So, he picks his Gabanga. He brings out the Crazy Beast. Gives it the material, and he has all the other material. Problem. Time Pendulum Graph has a very funny effect. You can target a Magician Pendulum monster in your monster or Pendulum zone, and one card on the field your opponent controls, and destroy them. Then, if this effect did not destroy 2 cards, you can send a card on the field to the graveyard. So, this card is both targeted destruction and non-targeted removal at the same time. And because he used the trap effect to dodge the destruction, I now get to use the send effect. So, goodbye, Crazy Beast. And now, Purple Poison, when he's destroyed, gets to destroy a face-up card on the field. So now, we're at free reign here. So let's bring out Astrograph. Let's bring out Harmo. Activate Harmo to bring out Oath Dragon. Take Harmonizing and Oath Dragon in order to bring out Baron. And then we go in for the kill. Boommak can't be used because Necro Valley is still on the board. Time to close this one. It was a very, 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 very fun duel. Alright, our next duel, we have, looks like another, me using stun again, up against, seems to be Ubel. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, I open with Moon Mirror Shield, 2 macros, and 2 evenlies. Although I don't mind opening 2 evenlies. There's worse cards to open multiples of, definitely. Alright, looks like we're going with standard Ubel here. I am not the biggest fan of Ubel, because I don't like why you hitting yourself decks. Especially Ubel, because Ubel is annoying because it's their spells that let them do the why you hitting yourself. Also, as I mentioned, they can create such layered interactions with the stuff they have access to. It's crazy. Going to Cross Sheep. He's stitching. Bring out the, what is that, Spirit? Whatever that's called. I always forget what it's called. Phantom. That's what it is. Let's see. What the dog doing? Return another opening. Alright, so we got 2 openings. Let's activate here. Samsara and Unchained. What are we making? We're making Rage. Angie Doggy. We place down Escape of the Unchained. Alright. And we take Cross Sheep and Dark Beckoning Beast. What are we making with these? Gigantic Sprite. In order to get Sprite Blue, to bring out Jet. Sprite Ubel. That's certainly something. I wouldn't have thought to mix the 2 together. Although I guess it makes sense, because you can use... You already use the Beckoning Beast in sprites as, like, starters, so it makes sense. You know? And we bring out IAP? Yeah, IP. And starter. So we use starter to bring out Carrot. Alright, and that's our board. See, this is quite, as I mentioned, this kind of layered interaction is great. That being said, I'm going to use Evenly Matched and get rid of all of it. Fuck them. Now, they're going to use the Carrot to negate it, which sucks. But thankfully, I had a second one. And now, they make a very, very, very big mistake. They're going to use Escape of the Unchained to destroy the Evenly Matched. Do not destroy Evenly Matched without negating it. So, Evenly Matched makes your opponent send cards from their field face down to the banish zone until they have the same number of cards as you do. If you do not negate this effect and instead destroy it, this happens. So now... You know, you would think that's an interaction that people would know, considering how important... Like, Evenly Matched is a very common card. And knowing interactions with, like, common generic cards is pretty important, right? It's one thing to not know certain things about how, like, specific U-Bell or specific Centurion cards work, right? Because, you know, those change when you go up against them, right? But the generically useful cards, it's really important to remember interactions like that. That being said, because of Unchained, stuff did get destroyed, so they do at least get to bring out some things. So, Lotus goes to hand. And because of Yama, we can get the dog back on board and blow up the dog. Replay what you did to a cashier player. It's funny you say that. That's what my last replay is about, fun stuff I did to cashier player. So, another interaction that's important. People tend to Ash Blossom Macrocosmos. Don't bother. You're wasting an Ash Blossom. Very few, if any, people are using Macrocosmos to actually bring out Helios the Primordial Sun. No one uses Helios the Primordial Sun, because Helios the Primordial Sun is a terrible card. Don't waste your Ash Blossoms on Macrocosmos. Evenly the Cashiera. I'm going to suppose he had a board of, like, Space Laser and, the big guy. I always forget the big guy's name. What did he keep on board? If I was a Cashiera player, what would I keep on board? I would probably keep the big guy on board. Oh, he just left. Okay, yep. Oh, everything got banished. Did he try to banish the Evenly? No. Okay. he was a step beyond that. I'm running low on water, but we're almost done with the replays, thankfully. Alright, so Let's see how they recuperate. They have the Beckoning Beast. They bring out Spirit of Yubel. Oh, it was just full of monsters? Okay, so he had, like, Fenrir and Unicorn and Ogre and all... Just all his guys, and they were ready, and he just left. See, Almirage to send What's-Its-Face to the banishment, because they're not going to the grave anymore. What are we making? We're making SP. I'm guessing he's going to use the SP effect to get rid of the... Oh! He didn't get rid of the face-up Macrocosmos. He got rid of the face-down Macrocosmos. Okay. Alright, so we have Elf here, because we still do have things in the grave. So we can bring out Jet. Now we can use Jet to get Blue or Starter. So let's see, what do we do here? We use Starter to bring out Blue. There we go. Now we use Blue, bring out Carrot. There goes Carrot, and, no punching. I don't remember what made him not punch. I think a Yubel card stopped him from battling or something. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I only get Compulsory. But he can get another Blue here, so we can bring out Blue to bring out Red. And yeah, that is certainly one of the Sprite boards of all time. I like Sprite, though. Sprite is neat. Yeah, I'm going to be taking some damage here. I've never heard Laundry Dragon Maid hide her face so many times before. Barrier Statue of the Torrent. So first things first, I have an idea. We're going to send that back, and I'm going to place down this Barrier Statue. Unfortunately, that's all I can do, is what he thought. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to, Yeah, so fun thing about Carrot. Carrot negates spells. She doesn't destroy them. So... what are you gonna do now? No. I said no! That's what they're gonna do now. Now, I'm going to check to see if they have it. They did not. Okay, I'm no expert on deck building. By no means am I. If you have a deck that throws out as many bodies as Sprite does, for the love of God, have the White Woman jump scare in your deck. Because that would have fucked me over completely and they would have won. Now, I'm not sure what they would have gotten rid of in exchange for the White Woman jump scare. I don't play this deck. But I would have it in there. I would put something in there. Something's gotta go. Get the White Woman in there. And yeah, this duel happened on the 7th. That was 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago? Today's the 9th, right? Yeah, 2 days ago. This was a very fun duel. And it is the perfect example of what I mean when you need, like, layered interaction. Whoosh! Alright. So, this is my pure Centurion list. I say, pure in quotes, because you do have the Bestials, but realistically, if you're using Centurion and you're not mixing them with something else, you're using them with the Bestials. For good reason. Now, as I mentioned before, in my list, I like having those options for Crimson, or for Crimson Dragon. So, I don't use multiple copies of Cosmic Blazar. I use Red Supernova, I use Blazar, and I use Saphir. On top of that, because of the Bestials, we have rank 10 access. So I have Chaos Angel, Dissipator, and Baron de Fleur. We have a little bit of 8 access, but we don't typically use the 8s all that often. But when I do, I have Chaos Archfiend, because he makes an excellent pair with Chaos Angel. There's other 8s that are very useful to use, like Starlight, Like, what's that worm? That dark worm. The big guy. I'm forgetting his name. You used him in Sword Soul a lot, but I'm forgetting his name right now. I'm sorry. I used to play Sword Soul a lot. I don't play it as much nowadays. On top of that, we have Typhon for emergencies, and we have Silhouette Rabbit. The particular trap card I'm using with Silhouette Rabbit is the what is it? Azamet statue, I think it's called? The statue that blocks the special summon. That one. I use that one. I think that one's the handiest one to have in a deck like this. Although all the other options are useful. You know, Trick is useful. That's useful. Stone Statue of Anguish is useful. They're all useful, right? Silhouette is a very flexible card. It's a good card. So, I opened a very good standard Centurion hand, and I get told no. So today I get told no, but thankfully I still have the field spell in my hand, and I have Bystials in my hand to do things. So, we use Stand Up, I activate Bystial Lubellion. Lubellion gets Ash Blossom, but I don't mind that because that was what I waited for. I use the Lubellion to bait out further interaction because I need to use Stand Up in order to further my play. So now I can get Primera safely. So we get Primera, we get Gargo. He uses Droll and Lockbird, which I don't really mind all that much. It's going to be slightly annoying because it means I'm not going to be able to get Centurion Phalanx later, and I'm not going to be able to get an additional copy of the field spell that I would have preferred having for later on, but it could be worse. So Droll is not the worst hand trap to run across when you're using Centurion, but it is annoying. So we're going to Synchro Summon here. We're going to bring out Auxia. Auxia goes. Gargoyle goes back to hand because Droll only stops you from adding cards from deck to hand. And I can place down Primera. Now this is good because I have a bunch of cards. I can banish for Geoswarm. I have Primera. I can bring out a 10 and go into Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel is usually my go-to 10. Let me talk about the 10s real quick, actually. We have a couple, because we have 3, right? And these are all good options. I almost always prefer Chaos Angel for the aforementioned reason, right? And Omni Negate is good. Baron is good. Don't get it twisted. But Chaos Angel, especially in Centurion, creates a much more layered and intricate state that is harder to take apart. It is a much sturdier wall than just telling your opponent no. And that is much, much, much harder to deal with. Omni Negates are great. They're not the end-all, be-all. You need to see past the Omni Negates. They help, but they're not the game ender. Layered, intricate board states that are harder to dissect are much more threatening, as will become very evident during the rest of this duel. Now, let's talk about all these guys individually. Baron de Fleur. I really don't think I need to talk about Baron de Fleur. It's one of the most useful generic level 10 synchros in the game. Free Omni Negate once it's summoned. Multiple destructions as it's on the board. Can recycle itself in order to bring out other monsters in your grave. And helps because it means you got to reuse that negate. Self-explanatory card. You've probably seen it a bajillion times. It's a great card. Dissipator. Because I'm using Bystials, this card is very useful for recycling those Bystials and using their additional effects. Now, I'm not using them too often, but when I am using them, it is handy to use again and again and again and again. And of course, it has its own negate when you do recycle cards from Banish. So, great card. And then, of course, Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel is probably my favorite monster in the game. And probably my favorite card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos Angel is useful in a lot of decks because you don't need tuners to summon it. You can make it with any light and dark, assuming they makes 10, because it can make any light and dark a tuner for its own summon, which is great. And you get additional benefits if you make it with a light and a dark. If you make it with a light, synchro monsters are unaffected by your opponent's activated monster effects. If you make it with a dark, monsters you control, all of them, not just synchro monsters in this case, can't be destroyed by battle. And if you make it with both, then both are active at the same time. And this is Centurion. Our tuners are light, and our 6s are darks. If I need to, I can make it with Trudea if I don't have Primera, but I almost never need to worry about that. But that option is there if I need to. Because of that, Chaos Angel provides so much insulation for the rest of your board because this is primarily a synchro-based deck. We, of course, see that I have a ton of non-synchros for just in case, and that's important. You need to think about that just in case. For a long time, I was contemplating whether or not I like having more synchros or whether I like these additional options. I like having these additional options. The additional options win. You want that flexibility. Flexibility is important. You're playing a mid-range deck. You need that. The insulation helps. So yeah, Chaos Angel protects your board from so much. It is, like I said, just such an insulating piece that stops so much and has your opponent has to do so much more to actually deal with your board state because of it. Right? Don't just throw up a large number of negates, right? You want layered negates. So, he puts out Unicorn. I'm assuming this is a pure Kashtira deck at this point, so I know immediately what I want to do. I'm going to banish Lubellion. We're going to bring out Geoswarm. I'm going to place down Primera. He's going to look at my extra deck right now, but I'm going to use this opportunity to get a Search and Synchro Summon. So, we take these two. And we make Chaos Angel. Made with both light and dark, so he insulates my board. Now, Unicorn is going to pick Crimson Dragon, which is a really smart idea. Like, let's be realistic here. Stopping access to the Omni 12s is a great idea, right? Crimson Dragon is a smart target to pick. Can't really complain about that, and it's going to hamper me in the future. We're going to get rid of Unicorn now, and he's going to use Evenly. And I choose to keep Chaos Angel on the board, right? I have Stand Up in my hand. I don't mind getting rid of it. Legacia sucks getting banished, and he knows I don't have additional copies. So I can't recover Centurion cards from Banish, because only Legacia can do that. Or only Ogzia can do that. Legacia can get them from hand or grave. Meanwhile, Ogzia can get them from grave or Banish. Which is an important distinction. So I can't get my banished Centurion cards out anymore. So I need to be a bit more careful if I decide to get rid of them later. He's going to place down Unicorn. He's going to grab Rise Heart. We're going to activate Rise Heart, place him on the board, activate his effect to banish a guy. He becomes a 7. We're going to banish 3 here. He gets the Space Laser. What got banished? Ash Blossom, Nibiru, and Trudea. Unfortunate, but not the worst. So, he's going to bring out Unicorn. I'm not going to use Phalanx. We're going to activate Stand Up. I'm going to send the Phalanx because it's going to help for later, right? As on-field effect is useful, but recovering Synchro Monsters for later is also useful. So, he's going to use Unicorn again and get rid of another monster I have. I'm going to use Bonds here in order to place Trudea. What does he get rid of? He gets rid of Dispater. Not a terrible idea. And something got banished, so he's going to block. So, I place down Trudea here, and I think about, for a while, what to do. I could increase or decrease her level and have some options, and in my brain, I'm like, what's the best option here? Well, bringing out Archfiend. Chaos Archfiend is a level 8 synchro. You need a light tuner and a non-tuner dark monster. Again, this is Centurion. That is very easy because my only tuner is light and all the other monsters are dark, so that's a non-issue. If card gets banished at any point during this turn, he gets 2,000 extra attack, which is fantastic. And he can attack every monster your opponent controls once, and then banish them. Now, his additional effect is not important right now, but if you need to make him and he leaves the field because of an opponent's effect, you can use him to bring out Chaos Angel, and if I recall correctly, if you do that this way, Chaos Angel gets his Dark effect, which prevents monsters from being destroyed by battle. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure he gets his Dark. Don't quote me on that. I will, you know, matter of fact, never mind. I will double check that for you. Because I don't feel confident saying that, and I don't want to be incorrect here when I'm sitting here talking about a replay. Yeah, I will double check that, because again, I don't feel comfortable saying that if I don't know. Let's see here. La la la. Do 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 do. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Do do do. And I'm not getting the rulings for this. Let's see. This is kind of important. I would like to know if that works the way I think it works, but I'm not confident and I don't feel good. Oh, phone magic. Hi, phone magic. What are you phone magicking this time? I don't know why you're doing that. Let's see. Man, that reminds me. I gotta finish making Crimson Dragon Centurion. Yeah, I'm not sure now. How about this? No, I'm not getting it. I don't remember if that works that way, and I don't. You know what? So for the time being, we will put that mental note on pause. I want to say with 60% certain, like 60% certainty, that's how it works. But I can't say it with 100% certainty. So, by all means, you know, don't take what I just said to heart. That aside, let's get back to the actual board state. Chaos Archfiend is now on the board with boosted attack and can attack every monster my opponent controls. He is also protected by Chaos Angel's effects. He is now unaffected by activated effects my opponent's monsters have, and he can't be destroyed by battle. This is a nightmare of a board state to deal with for Kashtira. So now that our dual chaoses are on board, this is a very, very tough situation for them to deal with. He's going to use Ogre to get preparations. We're going to stack the big guy on the Ogre. Arise Heart. I always forget that. And he's going to battle. But it's not going to destroy because he's protected by Chaos Angel. He can't be destroyed by battle. He's going to activate preparations in order to bring out Unicorn again, which makes sense. We're going to special summon Scareclaw Kashtira. Also makes sense. Yeah. So we're going to punch him. something I always forget here about Scareclaw Kashtira is that its effect is not once per turn, so we're gonna activate that again. So now we're gonna get rid of him. Yeah, and now he's going to try and use Arise Heart to get rid of something, but my monsters are insulated from his effects. So that's not going to work. So we'll get rid of those. Let's hit the Max C here. I don't really need it, but let's see what happens. Preparation brings out Ogre again. We get Ghost Ogre, that's neat. Let's see, add Big Bang. He's gonna punch again. It's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna do much else. Emblema Oath, that is a great draw. Alright, let's get rid of those preparations. I'm tired of him being prepared. Let's activate Oath now. Place Primera. Get rid of his preparations. He's now going to excavate and banish something here. What did he pick? The field spell. Makes sense. Let's activate here. Grab Chudea. Normal Chudea. Put her back. Place Gargoyle. And now get Legacia. Just because you got rid of my Crimson Dragon doesn't mean I can't make 12s. And let's get some extra protection against dark monsters. Never mind, he's gonna DD Crow. Well, I still got Gargoyle. And we get rid of that. And then that's game on board. If I had, when I had the opportunity to make a 10, chose to make Baron de Fleur instead of Chaos Angel, I would have lost. Because he would have been able to recoup, he would have been able to recover, and he would have been able to completely close out this duel. Don't just, if there's any lesson you're going to take from this stream, from my replays, don't just create a bunch of Omni negates. Create layered board states. Layered interaction is much harder to deal with, especially when you have a mid-range deck. Mid-range decks are not going to win immediately. That's part of their nature. They set up, they hold out, then they crush, right? You build up your defenses, you stall, you hold them off, and you crush them later on, right? You use your recursion, you use your recuperation, you use your tenacity, you use your stalwartness in order to build up advantage. You're trying to snowball advantage. It is important to realize the key moments where certain types of advantages are going to be more important than others. Don't just rush Omnis. Don't. Omnis are great. Omnis are useful. Omnis are not that complex. Omnis are not intricate. Make complex board states, right? Make it a puzzle for your opponent to try and win. That's what mid-range should do. And with that, that one goes off to the other room. Our replays are now clear. And yeah, that will be all. I am hungry. I'm not cold anymore because the heater is heating. I am thirsty. I'm going to refill my water now. I'm going to eat. I'm probably going to go back to laying down. My head is exploding. You know what? I think I got my point across with that last duel. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come around for next time. Next time being Saturday. I think we'll get back to Atlas on Saturday. That sounds like a good idea. We'll get back to Atlas on Saturday. Thank you. Later.